The year is 2022, and one of the fastest growing business in Nigeria, West Africa, is real estate. We have investors, we have house owners, we have land owners, we have marketers, and then we have the people who buy these properties. But what is the business side of this, and what do you need to know about real estate? In today's episode of the Business Leader of the Week, I'll be talking to a real estate investor, a real estate marketer, an author in that space, and someone who has years of knowledge doing this business you want to learn from. My name is Emeka Eze, and this is DABA TV. And before we go deep into this conversation, we'll go on a short break. And when I'm right back, you get details. Stay with me, I'll be right back. You're welcome back from that short break. This is still DABA TV, and I am Emeka Eze. All right, in this conversation with me is Daniel Ani, the CEO of Danadel Solutions Limited. That's a real estate company, one of the fastest growing in Nigeria right now, Danadel Solutions Limited. And of course, I told you we're going to learn a lot from him, but I would do the talking myself, and alone, I'm going to start by meeting him. Dan, you're welcome to the show.
Nice meeting you. Mika.
You're welcome to DABA TV. And of course, I was going to compliment your dress. You look really nice, and this is really smart. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
So let's officially get to meet Dan. Who is Dan?
Okay. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Ani. I'm the CEO of Danadel Solutions Limited, a real estate company based in Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm also an author, a teacher. I'm the convener of the Genius Conversation, a conversation aimed at inspiring people.
Great.
And I'm also a serial entrepreneur.
Great. I mean, that's enough to be a serial entrepreneur. So aside being the CEO of Danadel Solutions Limited, you also do like inspire people to do great things.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So how long have you generally, as an entrepreneur, how long have you been in business?
I've been into real estate for over 3 years.
For over 3 years now.
Yes.
In the space of these 3 years was when you built Danadel.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. And let's get to the story of how you got into real estate. How did you get into real estate?
When I was much younger, I have this love for seeing new buildings.
Okay.
I just like seeing, once I see new buildings, I just wait and I keep on admiring the building.
That's interesting.
Like,
I think I would like to look for what that is called.
I don't know. I just love seeing a very new properties.
New properties.
Yes, I love seeing new properties. Once I just see it, even up to now, if I see new properties, I will just, it's either I park and admire it, or I slow down and admire it.
That's nice.
And that's just one of it. The major thing, when I was much younger, so we planned relocating. So we decided to relocate, and we started house hunting.
Okay.
So we inspected a lot of houses back then, and I discovered that these houses are overpriced.
Okay.
That is here in Lagos. They were all overpriced, especially the one we decided to go for. They were all over. That one in particular was even way above our budget. So I said to myself, I need to venture into this industry so I could make housing, accommodation affordable for people. So I told myself, this is the reason why I'm going to venture into real estate. We want to make housing affordable. And that's what we do at Danadel Solutions Limited.
Great.
We make housing affordable. We work with client budgets.
That's interesting.
You get, so that's major thing that we do in Danadel Solutions.
So you don't have to make me get a property that I can't afford. I mean, it means if I want to do business with Danadel Solutions, you're interested in knowing what my budget is.
Yes.
And then you get me something that I'm fine with, that is still within
because
my budget.
Because our client satisfaction is our major priority, and that's why we make sure we work within their budget range.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now, in this reason that brought you into real estate, trying to make it quite affordable, I know there have been difficult times. Let me start with that 3 years ago. Lately, real estate has just been a big deal. I mean, really common. Yeah. As at 3 years ago, it was not as common as it is now. Am I right to say that?
You can't say real estate is not common.
No, I'm talking about 3 years ago.
Yes,
It
even
can't
3
be.
years ago, you can't say real estate is not common because this building is real estate.
Okay, maybe I should rephrase the question.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people are getting in the know when it comes to invest in real estate, invest in real estate. It's something that we all know. Real estate is, I mean, it's a green land. You invest, is always going to pop, it's always going to do well. But I'm talking about in our space, in Nigeria now, there is this rush of people wanting to invest in real estate. Did you experience that rush when you were running the business as a challenge? That's what I'm trying to ask. Did it come to you as a challenge? Because of course, with that rush comes a lot of competition. Yes. A lot of people, a lot of brands are out there also doing this business. Did it come to you as a competition or something like it?
Yeah, it came to me as a competition. Because there are a lot of companies today still coming up, a lot of new companies still coming up as a real estate, investing in real estate.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
But I wanted last 3 years and now, there's no much difference
in the way.
There's no more difference.
Good. Now, based on what you said, I would like that you tell us about real estate in Nigeria. Now, you are in the space. You have the knowledge of real estate in this space. Tell us generally how real estate operates here in Nigeria.
In terms of?
How is real estate in Nigeria? How's the business here in Nigeria?
Okay.
So this could be like the challenges, the advantages, the strengths, the weaknesses of the business.
Okay. Real estate in Nigeria is lucrative and challenging at the same time.
Great.
It's a very interesting business to venture into. I won't lie to you. There's big money in the business. And at the same time, it's a very challenging business.
So what are the major challenges you faced so far, and how do you handle those challenges?
Challenges of getting property.
Okay.
Sourcing for properties, affordable properties for clients.
Great.
So that one alone is a major. I think that's the major challenge that I faced, because I really want to get affordable housing. I really want to provide affordable housing. So that's my major
challenge.
Drive. Like that's my major
reason for pulling into the business. So how are you able to deal with that part of the business that challenges you with affordability of those properties? So how did you deal with that?
So we take our time to search for affordable housing.
Affordable housing.
It's not easy, but we keep searching. We deal with information. So those information help us in searching for affordable housing. We just want to get affordable accommodation for our clients. And that's major thing I love my company for
getting the affordable accommodation.
So we search for house, and sometimes if we know that we can't get accommodation that is affordable, we just talk to the client. We'll tell the client if you can up your budget a bit, because we don't want to get you something at the end of the day you won't like or you won't be happy.
Okay, now if I get you correctly, it means that there is a mutual agreement between you and the client, or understanding. Let me use the word understanding. There's a mutual understanding between you and the client. Even if the budget is raised, they are aware of it. They know, so that no one is taken unawares.
Yes.
Good, beautiful. So I was going to ask you this question. What motivated you to stay back in the real estate industry, even with all the rush, other brands in the industry coming up, this real estate, that? How were you able to manage to stay in?
Okay, like I said earlier, I've always had, and I still have, the passion for real estate.
Great.
So, and there is nothing like doing what you love. There's nothing as sweet as doing what you love. No matter the challenge, no matter what you're facing, you still put your all in it.
Because of that
love, the passion I have. So this one is a motivation in itself that drives me
into doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Interesting. So he's passionate about the job, and that's why he's been in the business, even with all, the competition and the challenge. Now, it's with what you have given us as a response so far, I admire your knowledge in real estate, especially here in Nigeria. So tell us, generally, how is real estate in Nigeria?
Real estate in Nigeria is lucrative, at the same time it's challenging. Lucrative in the sense that there are so many ways you can make money in the industry. There are so many ways. This is the industry that has to do with big money involved, not just any kind of money. It has to do with the big money involved. There are a lot of big money involved in real estate.
Multiple millions.
Multiple millions. You get, so there's this quote say 99% of millionaires became rich through real estate. So real estate in Nigeria, especially in this Lagos, is booming.
It's booming.
But the challenge is, the challenge is, so there's this quote that says nothing good comes easy. Because real estate there's a lot of money, big money involved in real estate, but the challenge is huge.
Good, and that's where I want to hold there. Okay, what are the major challenges you faced in this real estate industry, and how have you been handling them?
The major challenge is, I would say this, client budget.
Client
budget.
Permits me to laugh about that. I can imagine what kind of challenge it is.
Sourcing for a affordable property for a client, and at the end of the day, let's say the client budget is 50 million and they really want something of 100 million.
Yeah.
So you have to think about it. You have to re-strategize on how you go about it. So it's not easy in that aspect.
Okay, sorry. Let me play a scenario. I'm a client.
Yeah.
I want a property. I have 50 million, like you said.
Okay.
And the property I am describing to you is worth 70 to 100 million. And I'm at Danadel Solutions Limited, and I said, I need to get this property. You don't want to lose me. You also know I don't have the money, the budget to fit into what I want as a property. How would you handle a situation like that?
Definitely, we'll start our work. We'll start searching. We'll definitely make sure we satisfy you as a client. Because because searching for affordable houses in this Lagos is not easy, but we'll go the extreme way.
Okay.
We'll have to go the extreme to get a property for you.
Great.
So we don't want to lose you as a client, because we want you to keep purchasing property from us.
From Danadel.
From Danadel Solutions.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely start searching, and we'll look for a property, even if it has to do with a distressed property. We'll definitely contact owners of property and see. We'll discuss with landowner, property owners. We'll discuss with them to see how they can adjust their price. We also advise property owners. We also advise them that this is also a way they need to bring down their price,
so it can fit into
the client budget.
That's interesting, because I will share my brief experience with you when I wanted to secure a place here in the city, and then the major challenge has to still do with the major challenge you mentioned initially when we started, houses being way too expensive, and it's not like what some clients have as a budget is bad. You will agree with me.
Yes.
It's not like their budget is bad to get the kind of but the rate at which it is, skyrocketing in prices is the major problem. So I really wish that I was dealing with, a real estate company that can speak in the voice of the clients to negotiate with property owners. And from what I understand, that is what Danadel does.
Yeah, we discuss with owners, we advise owners on property, on their property value.
Great.
We tell them, sir, you need to come down on this price, because except you want this property to still stay long in the market. And I've had a lot of property owners like that. They don't mind, but they will let their properties to still be there for 2 years, 3 years at the end of the day. So because there was a time I wanted to, there's a deal we were about closing, and it just, because of 20 million, this owner don't want to sell. And our client was ready to pay at that point in time. Immediately. The property it was in this Lekki, it was 120 million. And our client said he has 100 million.
100 million to pull through the
Do
deal.
you know that property stayed for another 2 years?
Oh my God.
Before he sold that property. He stayed for another 2 years.
And this is the
just because of 20 million. And we're talking to the owner, we are begging him, sir, please come down. There's cash on ground. There's about 100 million on ground. So at the end of the day, the property was still in the market.
Yeah, that's the major.
So nobody came for the property since then.
Yeah.
So it still stay long. Though even it's a win-win for the owner, because it appreciates. Keep on appreciating. At the end of the day, he's going to say, but at that point in time, the owners have needed money. So that's just it. So that's just the major
challenge you face in the business. So looking at the real estate generally, since you've been in the industry for a while, what other major skills have you been able to harness or learn?
Okay, I've been able to master the art of negotiation.
Great. That's one I don't even expect you not to mention. Negotiation.
It helps you. In fact, you need to master negotiation so you can close deal on a daily basis, if not weekly
basis. So now negotiation will now be on two angles.
Okay.
Negotiation on the client is a different one.
Okay.
And negotiation with the property owners is also a different one. So
okay.
Of these two kind of negotiations, this is more like a quick answer game something. Let's do this quickly. Which one is more difficult? Is it negotiating with property owner or negotiating with clients? Which is more challenging?
More challenging. Negotiating with the client.
With the client. However, you say it's a skill you've mastered. So apparently, I can trust you as the CEO at Danadel, to after negotiating with me as a property owner, to also kill a negotiation with the owner. Sorry, after negotiating with me as a client, to also kill the negotiation with the property owner.
Yeah, because
that makes a lot of sense.
Because we'll make the owner see reason why he should reduce.
Yeah.
It should come down to our client price. So at the end of the day, we still talk to the client back. We tell the client this is so the owner have agreed that he's going to accept this price from you. So to deal with sometimes to deal with the owner, to negotiate with the owner
is more
challenging, especially it's more challenging, especially in this Lekki, in this Lagos, because some owners, we have a lot of owners that they don't even need the money. They don't really need that money. They're just selling it so that they can have money. They can just dispose the property.
Yeah.
You get, maybe they want to invest the property outside the country. So they are not selling it because of they are hungry.
I get that.
They're not selling because of they are hungry.
That can pose a challenge for you, who is in the industry, in the business. So aside negotiation, what other skills have you been able to?
I won't call this a skill. But I'll say patience.
Patience. Trust me, Danadel, it's a skill.
It's a skill. Why I said I won't call this a skill is some people, they possess patience naturally. Because a skill is something you need to learn. Yes, something you can learn. Some people, they possess it naturally. Why some they don't even have? They need to learn patience as a skill. So that's why I say I might not basically classify as a skill. Because especially in this Lagos where everybody is angry
and impatient.
So you just have to master patience as a skill. It has really helped me in dealing with a lot of people. I deal with people in our company. We deal with people every day, not 10, not 20. We deal with a lot of people every day.
And the stress can even rub off on you.
Exactly. So you just have to master patience in order to get them, because you really need the clients.
Great, interesting. I've been having a short time with Daniel Ani, the CEO at Danadel Solutions Limited, the real estate company, one of the fastest growing here in Nigeria. And of course, you've heard from him the challenges in real estate in the industry, his passion, how he got into the business, and that's one offer he holds for you as a potential client to actually get you accommodations and properties at the most affordable rates. We're now going to go on a short break, and by the time we're back from that short break, we're going to talk about his published book. I'm talking about this book you're looking at, and the book is entitled Real Estate Investment Now Made Easy, a beginner's guide to understanding what real estate is, what it is not, and how to build wealth from it. When we're back from this short break, we'll talk about this gem of a book in detail. We'll be right back. Stay with me.
Guess what? The new and improved DABA app helps you learn courses at the go. Now you can learn with ease, buy a course for a friend, use coupons, refer an N, and make money online. Remember, the future is in your hands. Download the DABA mobile application today.
Welcome back from that short break. My name is Emeka Eze, and this is still DABA TV. If you're just joining us, you are watching the Business Leader of the Week. I'm with Daniel Ani, the CEO at Danadel Solutions Limited, one of the fastest growing real estate companies here in Nigeria. And we've had a swell time so far. And before we went to that short break, I said I was going to come to you with this book, Real Estate Investment Now Made Easy. This is beyond a book, Daniel. You know, when I was going through this book, I read it myself, and let me get to tell you this. Beyond a book written by somebody who has a knowledge about the industry, this is a course. It sounds to me like a masterclass. And now I can agree with you when you said that when he was talking about himself, you mentioned that you are also a teacher. So I could see a lot of teaching in this particular book. And if you're out there and you're still thinking how to get into real estate, you want to be in the business as an investor, you want to be in the business as an intermediary, however you want to get into the real estate industry, this book is going to help you. So tell us about this book. Oh, I already said a lot about it. Tell us about the book.
The book Real Estate Investment, it's a very good book for this, for someone that wants to venture into the real estate industry.
Yeah.
It's a very good book. It's a very good book, and it will help you into making informed decision before investing in any said property. You know, many people have held the wrong perception about real estate investment, about the way they've been scammed, the way they got property they didn't desire.
Yeah.
You get so a lot of things, but that was the reason why, because people lack a lot of knowledge. So I now say, okay, don't worry, let me fix this up by writing this book. So this book is a book that will change your perception about real estate investment. Many people have been scammed. Many people have lost a lot of money because of they don't have knowledge about real estate.
True.
And real estate is actually very easy. Real estate investment is easy. Depends on the person you're dealing with or the company you're dealing with.
Interesting. So apparently, if you are in the right place, you will get the right experience.
Yes.
With real estate. And of course, like Chris Annie would say, get knowledge, learn, just keep learning stuff. In one of his very popular teachings, I mean, Chris Annie, he quoted the scriptures when he says, "My people perish
for lack of
knowledge." And it's very, very
true. Anyone, I need to say this, anyone that has this book, your time for winning in the real estate industry has come.
Interesting.
Because it's really fix your investment question, your investment issue.
Answers, like tackles them.
Exactly. Strategies you need to implement, risks you need to avoid.
Yeah.
Even title of land you need to know before getting that property.
Properties.
You get, because some people can just go ahead and get land without confirming the kind of title it has.
And that's a major problem. Some people has money to throw about, but they are not sure exactly what documents to go for to make sure that they are getting the right.
For example,
property.
now there are a lot of properties in Ibejuleki that they are under government acquisition, but a lot of people don't know. And I do advise my clients, leave the amount of money they are telling you. Maybe the property, because you see that the price of the land is cheap.
Yeah.
But check out the title. Don't go and invest in something that after 5 years or 10 years, government will come and possess the land themselves. You need to check the title. You need to be sure of the title. And that's why I fix in this book. This book has massive knowledge.
Like I said, it's a masterclass.
There's massive knowledge, and it's a beginner's guide. It's very easy to read and understand. Imply all this strategy, and it's not only those that are into the real estate industry that need to get this book. If you really want to invest in the real estate, you need to get this book. It fixes your investment issues. Any question you have answers to it in this book.
Interesting.
And I can also do personal coaching for those that want to get the book.
Interesting. So you're open to personally train anyone who is interested.
Yes, because I don't want anyone to be involved in any scam.
And that even makes the job at Danadel quite easier.
Yeah.
It makes the job at Danadel
I don't want anyone to be involved. I don't want anyone to come and start telling me that they were scammed, they got the wrong property in the wrong location. This book will let you know how to get property, when to get the said property, time to invest. You don't just invest anytime. Like now, okay, we are in the rainy season, actually, and this is the best time to even search for property in the said location of Lagos State, especially on the highland.
I mean, because I can tell, because of the flood.
Exactly.
So you know the places
that are really flooded, so that at the end of the day, you don't start blaming anyone. So that's the knowledge it covers. When to invest, how to invest, time to invest.
Okay, so let's do a bit of talking about a couple of things I noticed while I was going through this book.
Okay.
To start with, he discussed some of the reasons of investing in real estate, and I think that's in chapter 2 of the book. And the title of that chapter is why you should invest in real estate. And under that chapter, there was a particular place that says reasons to invest. One reason actually caught my attention. And it's the part where you mentioned that real estate investment is a hedge over inflation. Then you said this. You said to survive in a country like Nigeria with high rates of inflation, you need to make investment that will protect you against inflation. Could you explain what that implies?
Okay. Inflation in Nigeria presently is around 19%, 18.52% thereabout. And a lot of people are not finding it easy at all. But I will not explain, because inflation reduces the purchasing power of money.
True. I agree.
500 naira in 2015 can get you a sardine. Can get you 2 sardines.
2 sardines then. Yeah. About 250 naira for one.
But right now, 500 naira can't even get you one. This is to tell you that inflation has taken charge.
Sure.
The purchasing power of money, it has really affected the purchasing power of money. The money is not valuable again. Like, it can't meet up to the expectation. So just like buying a property. Okay, last year, let me use a client for example. Last year, in my company, we got a property for a client, and that property was worth, as at that time, it was 200 million.
Okay.
But as of today, the property should worth nothing less than 400 million.
Doubled.
If I thought the owner is in distress, you can say you want to put it for 300 million.
And it will still go at a good price.
So check Nigerian inflation rate of last year and now. So the property has already covered up for that inflation.
True.
Because no matter the inflation rate, it can never affect a property in a good location.
Good. I like the clause, in a good location.
In a good location, because your rent, as inflation keep increasing, you can add more money to your rent, to your rental property. You can add money to your property you want to sell. So you beat inflation with this.
With that, yeah.
So that's what I mean by it has an edge over inflation. Property keep appreciating every day.
Interesting.
Inflation keep increasing every day. Especially in this Nigeria.
This Nigeria, of course, that's the main
You go to
thing.
market today, or you go to market tomorrow. You go to market today, for example. What you're pricing for 1,000 naira. You go to the market the next day, it's already 1,200 naira.
Honestly.
The price can't be the same again.
Yes, this changes with days.
Every day.
With days.
Same way property appreciate every day. Both rental or property you want to sell. Again, so you are not, investing in real estate is a win-win. You don't lose.
Interesting.
It's a win-win for both. It's a win-win.
That's a big lesson if I'm going to invest in real estate, or if I'm doubtful about investing in real estate. I really want to say I appreciate that sardine illustration that you used. Okay, I'm going to just make another point. We're not going to critique this book or analyze it here and then you are not interested in getting now. I'm just going to pick points from this book, right? I'm also looking at, I was reading through the book and then chapter 5 caught my attention. In chapter 5, you quoted Warren Buffett, the one-time world's richest, the Warren Buffett said something. And you quoted him. And I need you to expatiate on that as how it's related to real estate. In fact, that was the first thing in chapter 5. Rule number 1. Sorry, the title of that chapter is Risks of Real Estate Investment. And then you give rules. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. And that's you quoting Warren Buffett. Tell me, how does that relate to real estate as per risks?
Okay. Very interesting question. Because in as much as there are a lot of money to be made in the real estate industry, it involves big money. You can make money. Real estate money is very sweet. honestly speaking. But it is at the same time, it's very easy to lose money in the real estate industry. There are general factors, but I'll just there's this. There are general factors, but I'll mention one factor that can make you lose money in the real estate industry: investing in the wrong location.
Oh, good.
For example, you want to venture into commercial property, and you went ahead in getting land that is suitable for residential only. People make that mistake a lot. They want to venture into real estate and they want to venture into shop or mall, and at the end of the day, that said land
Is in the
has
wrong
been approved
location.
for residential purpose.
So commercial events can happen.
Can't
there,
happen.
Activities.
This book fixes that. You can't just go and invest in a land government has proposed for commercial, for residential, sorry, and you want to
You want to do a commercial.
you want to do a
business on it.
property, a commercial investment there. It won't work because at the end of the day, maybe the government won't come for you for now. Maybe after 5 years, that's when they will come for you. There's something happened like that in Lagos some years ago. A lot of people they were building residential properties along the road. After some years, the government need to expand that road. Guess what happened? They started demolishing the properties. A lot of properties
we see
around
that a
there.
lot. We see that a lot.
Because those people, they made mistake. They didn't ask question. They didn't verify. They didn't do due diligence. So they went ahead. They made that mistake. You can't invest in a residential property whereby government has approved that property for commercial use.
Commercial purposes.
People make that mistake a lot. So you can, and let's say you've invested all your savings on that property alone. In the twinkle of an eye, boom, your money has vanished.
What still is that if it happens years to come, your money didn't just vanish. Your money with the appreciated value
exactly
had gone at the time.
Because let's look at another thing. Another general risk we could see is inflation, deflation, demography. We could see government policies. In fact, government policy is even the one that is dangerous among. And also, natural disaster can also affect
Space,
your property, your investment property. You don't go and invest where there's always flood. Don't try to invest where you know that there's always flood. Because one day,
so pretty and people run away from it. You can lose because you're not making money from it. And even the flood can sweep
away your properties.
And another interesting.
So you can lose the same way you can make money in real estate is the same way you can lose money in the twinkle of an eye. So one just have to be very, very careful. Don't invest anyhow. Make sure you discuss with an agent or a real estate brokerage firm. Don't do it by yourself. And at the same time, I would say it's risky to manage your property yourself. Okay. It is very risky because you're not professional. It's not your field. So you need to give it to a professional to handle it for you if you really want to make money. And if you really don't want to lose money.
This is now to property owners, right?
Yes.
And that's part of the things that Danadel
solutions. Yes, we manage properties for a lot of property owners. And that's why at the same time we advise them on the prices. If your price is viable, we'll tell you, sir, this property can't go for this price. It's too much. The value is not up to this. And we'll tell them, sir, take your property to this particular value, because there was a property in Aja that we had to advise the client because of the state of the property. The rental value was 1 point. We had to put it because we really want people to move into that property. So we had to put that property for 1.5 million naira at first. So we just use it as a strategy to make sure people move in that property. After then, a lot of people started moving, and we had to increase. I had to tell the owner, sir, it's time for you to increase your rent because this is the actual value of your rental property.
So what you are trying to say now is if professionals manage properties for property owners, they are able to even get the best out of the property.
Yes, exactly.
They get professional advice when to and when not to.
They will help you make more money.
More money.
And they will help
it.
you manage the property well. Like you don't just go and call any kind of technician or contractor to help you fix things. Because already the professionals you are calling, they know those that are good in any field they want to do.
They are going to.
Yes, they know good technicians.
It's their field.
So you don't just go and say because of you don't want to spend money, you don't want to pay property, you don't want to pay company to manage your property. At the end of the day, you now go and do everything yourself. At the end of the day, you see that what you're doing is out of it. Is way out of it.
Interesting. Thanks for the time, Daniel Ani. And still, what Dan Ani has just explained is what you can get from the book Real Estate Investment. And to also mention, this book was forwarded by Ronald Zimora. You can see that. So go get this book. And Ronald is also a big investor.
Yeah,
a big real estate investor.
There are people that have made billions of naira in the real estate industry.
The right person to.
He has made billions of naira in the real estate industry.
I know that.
This kind of person, for him to endorse it, for him to forward this book, is not just ordinary thing.
Ordinary, yeah. So
you get.
I think people should give this a try. I said it, coming from me. I've gone through this book, read it cover to cover, and it's beyond a book. Thank you, Daniel, for this book. I'm appreciating you personally because it's like a course. You know, when you're in school and there is a course outline and your lecturer recommends, go get this textbook if you want to get the best out of this course. That is exactly the energy this book carries. And I'd like to ask you now, how can someone who is interested in it get this book? How can this book be gotten? I want a copy. How do I get it?
Okay, you can reach me on WhatsApp and on my Twitter handle. But first of all, I would like to let everyone know what this book, another thing about this book they need to understand. This real estate investment book I wrote, it will help you understand what real estate is, what is not, and how to make wealth from it.
Okay.
Some people can write a book on real estate without teaching you how to make wealth from it. But this book covers that aspect. This book can make you a millionaire and even a billionaire.
Okay.
If you apply everything I've written in there.
Okay.
If you apply the strategy, this book will make you a billionaire. It can make you a millionaire. Just apply it. It's a small but I call it a small but mighty book. People call it small but mighty book.
No, it's interesting because the reading culture is gradually dying off amongst, especially we Africans, and nobody really has that time to sit down and read
more lengthy book.
You
and
can
that's how
see
to just
the
make
size of the book.
Exactly.
It's not so much, and especially the fonts are beautiful. Like really very spacious. You can see the fonts. So this is something that if you pick it up and give it time, in a couple of days, if you are a slow reader, in a couple of days, you're done with this. Now, why I would say days is because, like he said, you need time to read and apply.
Yes.
And implement. So I'm the kind of reader that when I read, I like to take down notes. And so if you have time to do that.
Because knowledge without implementation is rubbish.
It's wasted, actually.
It's wasted. So read the book, apply every set strategy in there, and forget you're a winner. You're a winner.
Interesting.
So to be a winning real estate investor, you really need to read books that covers real estate.
So
especially this.
Yeah, especially this. You're talking about this particular book.
Yes.
So tell us your Twitter handle. You mentioned Twitter. How to get through to you? You mentioned Twitter.
You can reach me on WhatsApp via 0816 3868 124.
Okay. And
While on Twitter, you can reach me on _GreatDan.
Okay, _GreatDan.
_GreatDan. GreatDan.
Double N.
Yes.
Please don't miss that. And it's going to pop on the screen as he mentioned it. _GreatDan. And then the numbers are also on your screen. So you can just send him a message to get a copy of this book. Dan, it's been a wonderful time with you on the show. I appreciate the fact that you made out the time to come here.
Thank you so
much. I'm so sure that one way or the other business is waiting, but you still have to spend this time with us. However, we are not done. So we're going to progress to the part of this show where we're going to play a quick game. Relax, they talk about the book a bit. And then we're just going to get to know you a little bit upfront and personal, right? And it's a culture we do here on DABA TV. But before we do that, we're going to go on a short break. And when we're right back, we'll take the bonus questions and call it a show today.
Okay.
Guess what? The new and improved DABA app helps you learn courses at the go. Now you can learn with ease, buy a course for a friend, use coupons, refer an N, and make money online. Remember, the future is in your hands. Download the DABA mobile application today.
You're welcome back from that short break. This is the final lap of this week's episode of the Business Leader of the Week with Daniel Ani, the CEO at Danadel Solutions Limited, one of the fastest growing real estate companies in Nigeria. We're going to play the bonus game now, but briefly before that, I was going to ask this question, and sorry it skipped my mind before we go to the games. Where are other locations? Is it just Lagos that Danadel Solution is based, or are there other locations for Danadel?
Okay, in Nigeria, we operate in 4 different cities, in four different states, which are Lagos, Ibadan, Port Harcourt, and Abuja.
Okay.
So these 4 cities, we walk around these 4 cities to ensure we get affordable housing for our clients. But Lagos is the most
more like the most active.
Most active and overpriced. Is where we have the most overpriced accommodation.
Of course, Lagos has that as an identity.
Yeah, and the money is more in Lagos. You understand? And that's why we're based here in Lagos, but we operate in other cities, in other states.
Yeah, you also mentioned that for those interested in getting a copy of this book, you have an affiliate commission going on. How does that work?
Yes, they can inbox me. Those that want to affiliate with the book is worth 6K,
okay,
6,000 naira,
yeah,
per copy, and I give out 20% affiliate commission. So as I'm selling the book, I want other people to make money for me too.
Okay, interesting.
You get?
So if I'm interested in being an affiliate for the book, I can,
just contact me. Contact me via my Twitter or my WhatsApp. You get? And I give out 20% affiliate commission. Let the book spread around and let people make more money from it too. Wow. Not just me making money from it too.
Interesting.
It's a win-win for everyone. As you are reading, you can also make money from it too.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, that takes us to the bonus questions for today. And we're going to be very precise and straightforward. 3 questions. 2 of those questions you will answer here. And the 3rd question you will answer elsewhere. But the interesting thing is our audience will follow us on the journey for the 3rd question. First question is, what is the weirdest thing about you? The weirdest thing about you.
Weirdest thing about me? Oh, you really want to hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Someone that eats fish. Someone that doesn't eat fish, but the person eats sardine. And fish is sardine.
Now that's weird.
That's weird because I eat sardine. I don't eat fish, but I eat sardine.
And sardine is basically oiled fish. That's the most annoying kind of fish to just eat. So are you trying to tell me that you can eat like this? No, are we talking about sardines or the geisha?
Yes, I
sardines.
Eat geisha.
Wait, we want both of them.
Yes, I eat sardines, but I don't eat normal fish.
Hold on.
Normal
so
fish
you can pick that fish and you just
eat.
Gosh.
I can eat it.
Now that's weird.
But I can't eat normal fish. Smoked fish or all these frozen fish that you just cook.
You can't eat that.
I can't eat them.
Ew. All right, nice. As long as I'm concerned, you eat fish. All right, so your second question is, what is a lie you often told as a teenager?
Wow. Lie.
We all have that lie. Let me give you an example. When I was much younger, not as a teenager, was I a teenager then? I don't get sense small. as a child, I always told my friends stories. I have a friend, his name is Precious, who always told tortoise stories. So I'll ask my friends, didn't you watch this story last night on TV? They say, I will story, a tortoise story now. Then I'll start telling them stories that don't exist and those are lies.
I think I'm like that too. I was once like that. So I need to add Jara. I need to add extra salt so that to make the story very interesting.
No, your own is Jara. My own is I cook.
Or you will lie. You will tell them if it's white, you tell them it's black.
I will even tell them. And you know, the thing is, as kids, when I was very young, I don't think like my peers. The kind of stories I come up with, if I remember them now, I'll be like, I tell them stories that they believe, but those stories don't actually exist. So what is one of those kind of things as a child growing up that you did?
Okay. Let me just remember one actual one I do tell. Okay. Okay. Back then I do tell them that I have a driver coming to pick me up. I don't have any driver. We do legged these Benz. I don't get driver.
So how do you escape from school without? Or nobody ever tells you, let me join your car today.
What I do is, once school just close like this, I'll be the first to
move out. So nobody disturbs
you. Exactly. Even if there was, okay, I now moved to another school, so sometimes I'll just go and, before that school bus moves, I'll tell them I'm following the school bus. But I don't follow any school bus, so I'll just go and stay in that school bus inside first. They'll now see me. Then, because that school bus used to leave late.
Yeah, because
so they'll wait everybody. So me, I'll go and stay there. I move school bus. All of you just be going. I'm waiting for my school bus. At the end of every day.
You would have
I will use Leggages Benz or bike Benz.
All right, interesting. The good part of
at that time, Bajaj Jerry himself. Yeah. So Bajaj is very fast.
You're back to your place. The interesting part is that now we have our rides. Now we are mobile. We don't have to lie about it.
Exactly. We don't have to lie about it again.
Interesting. All right. Then the last question I'm going to ask you, you don't answer that question here. In fact, you don't answer it with words. Okay. You are just going to prove it. Okay. So which would you rather go for, PlayStation or Xbox?
I'd rather go for PlayStation.
PlayStation. So FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA.
For soccer, because you rather do soccer.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me you can play FIFA well?
Sure.
Are you ready to play?
Sure.
All right, so you're going to stay with us. Myself and Dan are going to get on a FIFA competition. What's your team?
Manchester United.
This guy has to be a good player to go with Manchester United. FIFA what year of FIFA are we talking about?
Okay, FIFA 20.
FIFA 20. Oh, great. Yeah. I mean, we have FIFA 20, so we can always get on that. Why I'm asking you is so that we can play on your strength. All so right. There are chances that Dan is going to get me beaten on this game. And I'm going to put this publicly to you. Dan, if you lose this game, we are going to do, because I don't do it this way. Is it possible that we get, at least 2 persons get free copies of this book?
Anyone for the winner?
Yeah, no, if you win the game,
okay,
2 persons get a free copy.
Okay.
But if I win the game, nobody gets a free copy.
No problem, we can do it that way.
So it means if you love your audience,
I should
win the game. You've got to win this game.
And give out 2 free copies.
2 free copies.
Definitely, I'll do that.
Are we good?
Sure, we're good.
Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's play. So you're going to watch this now, and you see the play yourself, and you get to know who the better player is. Are we game?
Yeah, we're
That's a wrap on this week's episode of the Business Leader of the Week. Let's play and let's watch.
All right. Thank you so much. This one, where is your passport now? Come for us, referee, no blow. Let's go. I just go. I think we just Rashford. I don't know Rashford again. At that time, he goes here. The guy resemble Rashford. But now he don't turn to something else. Hey. I don't go with that time. You won't stop. See this one.
How did you sleep on that money? How?
Don't score. I said that's nice. Sorry.